Okay, let's take one last walk through Paharganj and I'll tell you what I think of Delhi. I've been here for about 5 full days. I'm going to be leaving here tonight at 10:30. Let's start with Paharganj. Paharganj, definitely interesting place. Lots of things to buy. If you want to load up on travel gear, you definitely can. The clothes here may be a little bit more expensive than what you would find in a market just a ways off, but I mean, it's not too bad. You're still going to get everything way cheaper than you're going to find back home if you live in the West. If you're from Africa or somewhere else in Asia, then you're going to be paying a little bit more than you'd probably pay back home. But you're not going to find shirts and sweatpants for like $2, $3, maybe $4. And you can always haggle and bargain. If you're buying multiple items at a time, then you're probably going to get a better price. I would not recommend buying shoes here. In India, you have first, second, third, fourth copy, and you also have original. First copies are, 95% accurate. Second copies are, it gets pretty risky at that point, especially if you're going shoes. Sandals, fine, but shoes, your feet are going to be destroyed walking around in second, third, and fourth copy shoes because there's no support and they're hard as rocks and they'll fall apart on you. Paharganj has a lot of scammers and hustlers, and it does get annoying after just a minute when you're just trying to go somewhere and you really don't want to be hustled. Come to you, hey bro, nice beard. Hey bro, nice beard. They have the same line, and they want to take you to some tourist center, or they want to take you to some brothel, or they want to sell you their really bad weed. I don't want to go to a tourist center. I don't want any hookers. And I don't want to smoke your shitty ass weed. I'm not interested. Other than that, also the food here, not very good. I haven't really found much good food in Delhi, actually. I guess there's a reason they call it Delhi belly when you get food poisoning, because I haven't been close to it, or closer to having food poison in India than I have since I've arrived in Delhi. There's a lot of risky spots around here, and I would say that the food here in Delhi is among the absolute worst I've had since my arrival in India. Sorry if you live here, that's just the truth. That's how I feel about it. Obviously, I didn't go everywhere. I didn't see everything. I didn't eat at every restaurant. Maybe my luck, but here in Paharganj, it's not great. Delhi itself, everybody knows, the pollution is horrible. The air quality is really bad. It's super hard to breathe, especially when you're coming near construction sites. I mean, it's just awful. There's the people doing it, the poor guys have no respirators on, so they don't have long for this world breathing in all of that construction dust and the acrid smoke that comes off the massive amount of welding that goes on there. And when you're nearby, you can just see it billowing and billowing and billowing. It's definitely something to look at, but once you take a whiff and once you breathe in the air, you're just done for. I'm not here at a good time of year as far as weather goes either. It's very, very hot. It's much more hospitable in the winter as everywhere else is in India. The driving here is nutty. When I went to Bombay, there were actually rules and people were following them. Here, there are some rules and some people are trying to follow them, but for the most part, it's just like the rest. People don't really care about the rules. You can find some good prices as far as getting around, though. You can take the metro, which is really cheap, and if you have the Uber app, you're going to get a better price on tuk-tuks and taxis. And when it's this hot, you're going to want to be in a taxi with air conditioning. Oh, I forgot to mention, in Paharganj, the money exchangers are giving a great rate. Actually, they're giving a better rate than the Forex rate says. So they're giving like 1 or 2 rupees above the USD to a rupee exchange rate. And then also, you're not paying ATM fees. So if you are flying into India from the West, fly into Delhi, come to Paharganj, and bring some cash with you, and you're gonna get a great exchange rate, and then you're not gonna have to pay ATM fees, which is pretty great. I probably wouldn't trust the ATMs themselves here in Paharganj, because ATMs are set up to scam you and trick you if you don't know what you're doing, so please do your research on that. Now, the best part about Delhi has been the sightseeing. There's so many incredible old forts and temples, and just architecture that's really, really awesome to look at. I didn't get a chance to obviously see all of it, but what I did see, just about everything was pretty damn awesome. I mean, the Red Fort, just awesome. Corona Kila, really, really good. The Gateway of India, although I didn't get close, I did get close enough to get a good look at it. Really cool. Also the tomb that I went to today. Oh, I forgot his name, sorry. Humayun's tomb. That complex was really, really well done. I really liked it quite a bit. The worst part about Delhi, I have to say, is the extreme poverty. The amount of children you have that are begging you for money really does break your heart, and I wish that it didn't have to be that way, but there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. That's up to the people and the government of India to solve the problem with childhood poverty, because it is devastating. You know, you complain about it, and, oh no, woe is me, children are begging from me, but it's not your life that sucks, it's theirs. They sleep out here on the street, it's hot as hell, it's raining, it's loud, it's dirty, and you know, if I could give them all a home, I would, but I'm broker than I look, and I just can't afford to do that. I'm not Indian, they're not my people, they're not my children, and even if they were, I couldn't afford it. I know that there's good people out there that are helping to solve the problem, and obviously you want things to go faster than it is going, but it's just not the case. Would I recommend coming to Delhi? Yes and no. Come in the winter and come for a short time. Would I recommend coming to Paharganj? Yes and no. Spend your time looking for a clean hotel, and don't trust people that are too friendly. If people have English that is a little too good, be wary of them. It's just how it is. Scammers have a lot of time to practice their English, and those are the guys that approach you on the street, and they're really just trying to take money out of your pocket. Don't go into any tourist centers ever. Don't go into them. There are a couple legitimate Government of India tourist centers, but you do not need these places to get around India. You can book all your tickets at the train stations, at the bus stops, and occasionally at your hotel, but some of them you gotta watch out, because you might be at a hotel that also has a scam tourist center. Also online is difficult because they won't accept Indian cards, but if you buy one of those disposable visas and load it up with cash at the store, I'm sure that will be usable on the apps. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my videos. I know they're not very great. And if you come to Delhi, I hope you have a good time. And watch out, because the traffic's nutty. Oh, one more thing. I do actually recommend this hotel. See that sign? You come to this hotel, you get a pretty good price. It's available on booking.com. They have rooms at various rates. They have smoking rooms, they have non-smoking rooms. They have AC, they have fans. It's basically right in the middle of Paharganj, the main road. And I mean, you can stay here. I believe they even have dorms for as cheap as like $500-600 a night. And then private rooms can go up to maybe $2,000 a night. But that's for a really big room, and you'd come here with a group of people and everybody could share that room. I mean, it might even have 2 queen beds and like a sofa in there. Okay. I just want to give you all a quick peek of what the place looks like at night. It's Monday today, so if this is Monday, picture the weekend. And also, tourist season has not even begun yet. sir. No money. No, thank you. Don't make your taxi driver come all the way down here at nighttime with his car. Only tuk-tuks. If you bring your car down here, you clog the full street up. It's not wide enough for cars. They can barely fit. Tuk-tuks and bikes only. They'll allow it, but it's going to get real loud for you. And you'll be going nowhere fast. Meet them at the end of the road by the train station, or at the end of the road here, or the end of the road down there. It's better for you. You'll get in and out much quicker. You can get dropped off and walk unless you have huge bags. But a car at nighttime in here it's a tight squeeze. I'm gonna let this guy go, but he's gonna be stopped here in about 5 seconds anyway. Oh, and I'm gonna get stuck in between. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm moving. This restaurant and this restaurant are both no good. No thank you, sir. No incense needed. I wouldn't eat at those restaurants, guys. If you're willing to risk it, let me know how many days you spent on the toilet in the comments. Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick look here. I'm getting back to my hotel. Maybe I will shoot a time lapse actually, and you can see just how many people come by here in a short amount of time. It's pretty impressive.